Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. The only link left. Chapter 15. The Forever Goodbye. Part 1. The green-haired mother-to-be placed a fattened palm on Master's belly, pregnant belly. She slowly, tenderly rubbed in a clockwise movement, enjoying the smooth skin between her favorite person and their belly. You know, I'd be the cool parent. Right, Massey? Chloe bent over and kissed her wife's round belly with a large grin on her face. Try as she might, she couldn't stop smiling. Together, the two lovers created life, and it was the most amazing thing she ever experienced. Chloe spent a lot of time hating herself a few years earlier, never really allowing positive thoughts about her future to enter her mind. Now, just a handful of years after Max came back into her life, she was actually happy. Even though she occasionally wondered if she deserved any of it, the young adult had a purpose and knew she would be surrounded by unconditional love for the rest of her life. As long as I can introduce her to photography and we can work together on her very own photo wall, I will use that honor, babe. The pregnant girl smiled up towards her spouse from the prenatal checkup bed. Oh, you allow me the honor of being the cool one? Chloe chuckled. You act like you have a choice in the matter. She cocked a single eyebrow and let her partner know her words were meant to sound playful. Maybe she loved photography and think my work is cool. Ever think about that? Max removed her wife's hand from her abdomen area and brought it to her lips, kissing the ring on the hand she had extended. Damn it, Max! I was gonna give you a sit and messing around, but you way too damn cute. Who give you permission to be so perfect? I'm not even close to perfect, but our baby is. Okay, enough of the PDA. The doctor said as he successfully entered the rooms, slamming the door behind her. This week will be a quick checkup. She flipped through pages in an coordinated provider. We screened you for GBS 2 weeks ago. While your annual exam was great, someone can report out of the ordinary, Mass. No liquids or bathing. Chloe wanted to make a vital exam or liquids joke, but restrained herself. She hoped her uncontrollable grin would be observed as her just being happy rather than holding in a laugh. Nothing like that, Mass replied, narrowing her eyes towards her wife. Does uncomfortable a lot of the time. That's common the first semester. Having good partners to shoulder the load will help immensely. The doctor turned to the little counter in the exam room and snapped a pair of white dress gloves on her hands. No worries, Chloe chimed in. She's in good hands, Hale. I even made sure to get her like 20 bags of Cheetos. You know, the big puffy ones. Chloe, no! Max placed her hand on her face, shaking her head in embarrassment. Listen, Doc. Chloe stepped towards the woman after looking at her wife. Is it healthy for a Prindle to eat 3 times her weight in Cheetos? Seriously, at this point, if that little wigwag doesn't come out all orange and shit, I'd be surprised. Oh, God. Matt seriously responded. The doctor laughed and Chloe smirked, knowing her joke had landed. It was true that Matt ate a lot of Cheetos, but it was her only real craving. Chloe heard stories about pregnant women demanding pickles and ice cream in the middle of the night, and she wasn't looking forward to that part. She was eager to make sure the mother of her child was comfortable and happy during her pregnancy. But not having to run out for weird cravings at all hours of the night felt like a treat. It's not all bad, Doc. At least she's cute as hell when she's chowing down. Just gotta keep the pantry stocked with puffy Cheetos. No big deal. I'll tell you this, the medical professional grinned. I see couples come in here all day, every day. Most show up with some sort of personal issues. Or baggage, rather. You can hear it in their voices and see it in their mannerisms. But there's something special about you two, isn't there? The doctor and me, who believe in science over everything else, can see something more between you two. Something larger than life. It's like you perfect masses. Call it fate or destiny. Or what have you. Matt and Chloe looked into each other's eyes and smiled. The tall girl leaned over her wife's belly, bent down and kissed Matt's baby bump once again. Destiny, Chloe cooed, a scream of joyfulness overflowing her heart. The Little Street Bond felt her girlfriend's arms around her as they rapidly twisted and turned, speedily passing the way through the sub-Mercury express between time and timelessness. Sorry about any extra here. Gradual bars of magnificent colors zipped past, contrasting against the brightness of the tunnel they were traversing. Even though it slightly reminded us of a 4th of July fireworks show, no combination of words could aptly describe the sights and feelings of the moment held. This never grew tired of the beauty that, until now, only she was allowed to observe firsthand. Her dark-haired mother previously traveled with her a time or two a couple of years ago, but she was never in control enough to enjoy the trip. Sure, there were countless similar situations when she was collecting versions of her mom to restore the shattered universe, but those instances felt more like hard work. And she much less confident about her power then. She definitely hadn't taken any non-time travelers with her, as she was currently doing with Paul. Besides, the beauty of the atmosphere, another beauty was holding onto her, and she realized just how terrifying the entire event might be for someone unaccustomed to experience. She could sense Paul's terror as the girl gripped her shoulders with one arm and her torso with the other, like her life depended on it. And from what Des understood about traveling, her passenger's life very well might have been on the line if they lost their connection in this atomic space. The athlete's body and mind could be separated and set adrift in the vast nothingness. It was horrified Des and encouraged her to focus more relentlessly than she typically would. After a longer span of time than she would have liked, a pulsating light alternating between amber and violet, shone in the distance. Somehow, Dust knew they were conversing on the realm of the water, and Lisa would hopefully be waiting for them when they arrived. She angled her body, becoming as autodramatic as she could, helping pull position correctly as well. Spinning her legs in a motorcycle-like circle, the trajectory was established, lining them up for a full-on collision with the light that was hastily approaching. Dust looked down her chest and noticed Paul's concerned eyes. At the greatest minute, the time traveler could see her companion mouthing something. But now sound came out. Her mouth, cheeks, and jaw moved as if they were speaking, and that's what she was better at reading lips. She thought if Paul could blink her eyes in Morse code, they would be able to communicate. Being was also hindered while traveling, and Dust wished she had the opportunity to prepare the sort of goal a bit more before they left. Being a runner, it probably felt to Paul like she was in the middle of an intense workout. Suddenly, like surfing after a dive from a cliff into the ocean, the pole crashed through an almost unseen barrier and flipped over one another, landing on a marble brick semi-wet floor. The girls trembled into a tangled pile of elbows, knees, and hair, with Paul finally coming to a stop on top of Dust in a cuddled position. She could feel the portal between the Wasser's realm and her time tunnel close behind them, leaking out of existence. Even though the thick umber surrounded the girls, neither moved for a minute or so. It almost felt like nothing else existed but the two of them. I could lay like this forever, Dust hummed, breaking the silence. Had it been completely quiet, however, she could hear her own breathing, which paled in comparison to the deep, elongated breaths coming from the other girl. It felt romantic in the biker's heart, yet she knew it wasn't the time. Her girlfriend had gone through undoubtedly one of the most profound experiences of her life. She needed a throttle pull and a reassurance to help ease her mind through the transition. Are you okay, Paul? That's drawn from underneath as Paul shifted her body to one side. Both threw the ground until their backs were against a cold wall, ending in a sitting position, one beside the other. Their hands met between them, fingers tightly locking together like they had always belonged here. Paul squeezed hard enough to cause a tiny grunt of pain to escape the bond's lips. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. I can't believe this is real, Des. This has to be a dream, right? Paul continued compressing Dus's hand in her own. That's sort of a side effect of time travel. Dust confirmed. Can't say sit, but this is real, all right. Though, Lisa also has a talent for making dreams seem real, too. She saw Gakko realizing her words probably didn't make sense to her companion. I can't see anything. Why is it so dark? I think I'm freaking out. Des, She was sibbling, and the time traveler knew it wasn't from the cold. Hey, shh. Everything is fine, okay? Please, just trust me. Des lifted the connected hands to her lips, kissing each of the girl's knuckles consistently. Paul's grip moderately loosened, confirming to Des that her words and kisses were helping. After drawing her mouth away, she continued, Yeah, this is some sane shit for sure. I got you. We in this together, Paul. She released their hands and wrapped her nearest arm around the brunette's neck, pulling the bodies close together at their side. Paul didn't resist, embracing Dessa's firm cuddle by moving in as close as he could. The small girl continued to tremble as Des broke her hair in a petty motion. It was something she saw Chloe do for Mass when she was stressed out by a photo shoot. It always worked to calm her mom down, so she figured she would try it for Paul. The poles sat side by side, shoulder to shoulder. They couldn't see anything but could feel the other's body, which acted as an orientation-like waypoint to help ground them both. Several minutes went by, and Paul genuinely moved away. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, this. This is a lot to wrap my mind around. I mean, shit. We just time traveled to some other dimension or something. What the fuck? Dust stood and helped her girlfriend to her feet as well. Yeah, you could say that. I mean, this isn't how it usually works. Most of the time, it doesn't take as long. And I don't crash land on the floor. We're in the washer grounds now. Weasel's realm. She felt the wall, running her palm and fingers over the smooth surface to her side, taking a couple of steps forward. Weasel? Paul wondered. The washer? As if on cue, the darkness suddenly retreated behind and illuminated brightness, originating from down the corridor. The cave-like walls, ceiling, and ground took shape, as did the two of them. Like flipping on a light switch in a dark room during the middle of the night, vision and clarity returned. They looked at each other and Dust nodded, again taking hold of the athlete's hand. She turned and began in the direction of the light. It was almost as if the girls were being summoned like two moths towards a flame. Dust knew it was Rachel's way of informing them of her location and drawing them to her. She noticed the glowing light dancing in castellated waves on the walls and ceiling, ripples undulating as they tingled towards the washer. Rachel is a sort of family friend, Dust admitted, again surprising herself by how easy it was to open up to Paul. At one time, she was terrified to tell anyone about her family's secrets. My entire family would have been lost if not for her. My life was even saved because she loved my mom so much. We owe her everything. Anyway, I got a long story to tell you when we get out of here. But yeah, so she could kind of see the future? Clairvoyance? Paul asked, an upbeat, curious infection toward her word. Thus realized the girl was intuitive and curious by nature. It reminded her of her mom's, both of them in some ways. Yeah, something like that, I think. She could see potential futures and possible outcomes from people's decisions. I'm not sure how it all works, to be honest, but this place is where she watches. Like, everything. Dust noticed Paul shaking her head. This is mind-blowing, Dust. I mean, is he a goddess? Hell, are you a goddess, Miss Dragonfly? Dust chuckled, and it echoed down the chamber. She couldn't help it. It just came out. Growing up around people with powers, maybe she took it all for granted. The fact that they were extremely unusual and unique, but being asked if she was a deity, that was hilarious to her for some reason. No. She finally composed herself from the wet washer. Well, Maybe. A smirk appearing on her face. How would it make you feel knowing you kiss a goddess? An air of confidence was burying inside her desk. She felt like a better version of herself around Paul. And the feeling was intoxicating. Actually, she paused. I'm not so sure I remember any kiss. Maybe we should try it again, just to jog my memory a little. And a changingly mysterious smile caught Des off guard, causing her breathing to kiss. The dimness of the location created a strangely romantic experience. Smell. The pace initially slowed, then stopped. Des turned inward. Paul did as well. They longingly faced one another, hands gripping together at about waist level. The distance between the walls that created the hallway-like corridor felt like an even smaller space than it actually was. A fervent energy began filling Des from the tip of her toes to the top of her head. Sorry about that again. Sorry. Sometimes I just can't get to the pause button quick enough before I start. Just sorry about that again. Very sorry. But I'm okay. I'm okay, if anyone was wondering. Back to the story. Butterflies filled her stomach as kissy as it felt. The athlete released one of Dessa's hands and placed it on her cheek, monstruously wrapping back and forth. You're so beautiful, she whispered, which carried a raspy weight because of the round circular nail shape. Following Paul's lead, the time tower continued rubbing the sort of girl's face, enjoying the softness of her creamy skin. Their eyes locked in place and an almost perceptible magnetic sensation pulled the bodies together. Both sets of hips touched in the center, followed by the torso, then foreheads. Thus lifted her chin upward and Pearl tiptoed to boost herself to eye level. Faces centered. I know this is the worst timing ever, but hello, ladies. A woman's voice startled the couple, causing them to jump. Paul released her small yipe before Des could place a hand on the solar girl's mouth. A woman stood facing him with her back towards the light source, casting dark shadows on her face. She had one hand on her hip, while the other smoothed hair down on the top of her head. This is the washer. The red streak bun snaked her arm around the small of Paul's back for reassurance. She turned her head to face the woman. Hey, Weasel. Paul remained silent and didn't move a muscle, which caused Des to graze down her shoulder in the girl's direction. Her eyes were peeled back, eye opened wider than she ever seen before. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Truly, I'm not surprised to see you here, Des, but I am glad to see you both here. Only a small percentage of the time do you both make it. This is a really good thing for you two. Rachel stepped in closer. She was nearly face to face with the couple. She shut her ageless eyes, then appeared to sift the air in front of them a couple of times. But not necessarily very good for your moms. Dessa's heart sunk. Her concern for her parents' safety had been pushed out of her mind. She was always close with them, but since we're showing the multiverse, she didn't remember a time when their safety wasn't her main concern. The well-being had been moved to the back burner. We placed Wit in the surf center and saw nothing bad happen to Paul. She suddenly felt conflicted. You're looking all badass now, Des. You get hard every time I see you. I know that probably sounds weird coming from me, but it's true. Anyways, don't worry. This survival is more probable than a coin flip. I have faith in them. Lisa took a hand from each of her visitors, stepping back and slowly twisting around. She started walking and leading them further down the chamber towards the light source. After several minutes of wordless hiking, the trio arrived at what appeared to be a dead end. Vision was much clearer at this end of the corridor. An elegant velvet-lined trail resided beside the back white corner. It looked to have been designed for royalty. On the opposite side, a small wooden table held a single lit white glass candle. The flame flickered, but never seemed to melt the glass that surrounded it wick. Lisa popped down in the chair and stretched her legs over the armrest. It was the first human-like thing she witnessed the washer do in a long time. Sorry, I only have one chair, and this one is mine. Nimbus grin tightened the skin on her cheeks. I don't think this space was designed for more than one person. We're here. Weasel, what next? Where does this all end? She felt the desperation behind her words. Despite wanting to sound assertive and confident, Ness realized she sounded anything but. I don't know. This moment is as far as I could see for myself. She straightened a strand of hair on her fingers and hunched over the armrest. If Jess didn't know any better, she would have believed Rachel was nervous about something. She'd never seen her like that. I thought the washer could see all things past, present, and the future. What are you hiding? Well, we can. Kinda. I have a really important decision to make. Nobody can see beyond a choice they don't really understand, which includes me. What choice, Rachel? And an ominous feeling set a shiver through Jess's body. It won't matter to you. It's mine to make. In fact, I already made it. Now we just watch and wait, hope for the best, and move forward. Rachel, you're scaring me. A thunderous vibration went from down the chamber, just out of sight. The realm of the washer struck, causing the light candle on the small table to jostle about. It flickered and waved, almost seemed to go out for a moment. The light on the cave walls displayed ripples of shadow and light, appearing to fight for survival. Finally, the shaking stopped and the lighting settled. By the way, anytime you hear me moving around on my bed, or hear my dog, or any dogs in particular, barking, just know it's normal. And I'm just sorry that you hear it. I can't control any of it. So just background noises. I'm just sorry about. But anyways, back to the story. What was that? Paul finally spoke up. Oh, Paul! Beautiful Paul. It's great to see you in person. You... Rachel paused and twisted her head. You hold the key. Everybody's happiness lays on your shoulders. I probably shouldn't say much more. Just know that your gifts are important. Me? I hold the key? Yes! The semi-innocent being responded. I know it's a lot, but I really can't say anything else. Otherwise, the chances of you realizing your true potential shifts inevitably very fast. And an abrupt gust of wind nearly knocked the villagers to the floor, once again causing the candle to flicker. Well, well, well. The Washer. The voice came from the gloomy dark distance as a figure began to emerge. The voice was frigid to death, yet seemed familiar at the same time. How did you get here? Rachel asked. That's impossible. The new arrivals stepped from the saddles into the more visible section of the corridor. Thus gasped at what she saw. The woman's dark hair needled down to about her shoulder blades, fluffing outward at the ends. A reddish cape was draped around her shoulders, fell down her back, and was fastened with a golden clasp just below her chin level. She appeared ageless as Rachel did, but she had a deliciousness about her that the Washer never did. This is it, Des, Rachel confirmed, standing from her chair and stepping to the girl's side. The decision has already been made, and all she is here. Who are you? Rachel Poole wondered aloud in a steady tone. Shy. I just went through this. Everyone silently stared at the woman. Oh wait. My name's Melissa, but most people call me Deaf. I'm here to fix what she broke. A bony figure struck out, pointing at the Washer. Who did the decision to save her? Your mom's? She pivoted a pointed finger toward his desk. Happened just before some sort of barrier trapped souls in my realm. Now they can't properly cross over. You see, I'm the good guy here. I'm trying to free countless trapped souls and help bring them to the afterlife. The woman dropped her finger, and took a couple of steps forward. Wait! Rachel hollered. You allow them to pass, right? The woman looked between Des and Poole several times, back and forth. I mean, I was gonna just handle all three of you, cover all the bases. She smiled and shrugged. Des sarcastically giggled. What makes you think you can take us on? She puffed her chest and nodded towards Poole. I dealt with assholes like you before. Destiny Caulfield Price, do not walk the boat. We have no chance against her. Rachel stepped forward towards Marcia. Let them safely pass. So if you know who I am, then you also know what I can see. If you let them out of this realm, safely back into their own, there's a chance everyone can be happy. We can all come out of this in the best case scenario. If you're the good guy you say you are, you have to consider which path brings the most happiness. But you see, Wasser, I don't concern myself with happiness. It doesn't matter to me. Everyone ends up walking by my side at one point or another. It is how things happen. My purpose. I lead them to the next point. Des took another step forward, causing all but Rachel to retreat by the same number of steps. The Washer held her palm and desperately continued to navigate. Let them live and I won't resist. You know that can make things really bad for you. No, I don't have your level of power. I have seen what will happen if I decide to push back. A fiercely protective force seemed to radiate from within Rachel's heart. Mazursa placed her fist under her chin and looked towards the ceiling, appearing to be in deep thought. deciding her next move. Finally, the woman smiled. Fine. Freely give yourself to me, and I let them live. You for them. Weasel, no! We can fight! Des pleaded. We have to fight. No, Des. This is the only way now. As they approached the water, Weasel waved the ghosts to the back of the cave-like space where the backs hit the wall. As they stood down to a crossing position, sitting with their arms folded over their legs, Weasel stood nose to nose with Marzusa, who chuckled as they stared at one another. Weasel broke eye contact, turning to look towards Des and pulled behind her. As long as my flame burns, everything will be fine. No matter what happens to me, this won't be goodbye forever, okay? Don't you worry about what happens to me. Actually, the cake woman spoke. I'm not sure what happens when one of you dies, but there was another guy here before you. What are they calling you? Weasel? I never seen a store in my realm. Weasel, not sure he even exists anymore. Maybe your death will be a forever goodbye for you too. Who knows? She nods colossally slug. Fuck, Weasel! Dust streamed from the floor. There's gotta be another way. How will this help anything? If my existence has been blocking souls from crossing over, we have to do the right thing. Marjorie stretched out her arm and gently stripped a strand of hair out of Weasel's eyes. As she did, she tenderly brushed her knuckle against the wasser's forehead. Weasel jumped backwards, landing in the fetal position on the floor right in front of the time traveler companion. Ah! Fuck! An analytic guttural cry beckoned for mercy from the depths of her soul. Her body twisted, then burst into flames. The echo of the swishing sound that followed would be forever stilled into both the girl's mind forever. A pile of dust remained where Weasel once stood. No! Dust cried out. No! Fuck! No! And the smell made its way through the couple, pulled Gallagher, and then turned to the corner and puked several times. She continued to heave even after everything was out of her. Well, looks like my job is done. Time to see if it worked. Later, girls. Marzusa turned and vanished from the realm, sending a gusty wind throughout the chamber. As the breeze reached the pile of ashes, they scattered into the air, causing dust and pearls to cough when some of the particles entered their lungs. Through the tears in her eyes, Death looked over the flickering candle. She remembered Weasel's words. As long as my flame burns, everything will be fine. No matter what happens to me, this won't be goodbye forever, okay? Don't you worry about what happens to me. She winked away the tears and stood to face the flame. Marzusa abruptly reappeared, which caused us to stumble back into the opposite corner. Dust licked her fingers. I almost forgot. She removed her pointer and thumb from her mouth and placed them on top of Weasel's candle. It sizzling it with a little squeeze. It sizzled out and everything went dark. Can't leave anything to chance. Well, goodbye, girls. She chuckled, then was gone again. Dust freckly left her way through the darkness to Pool's side and hugged her with all of her energy. They sat together in a silent trailer in the dark for the next hour. Now for the credits for The Only Lake Left, Chapter 13, The Forever Goodbye, Part 1. This is what from the author. When the credits roll for this chapter, this song is playing. Life by Health. We lay awake at night. We're tired of waiting. Too high to sleep. Too tired to try. Life is strange. We die, and we don't know why. I don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. No, nobody knows. Nobody does. Nobody knows. No, nobody knows. Nobody does. Nobody does. We lay awake at night. We're tired of waiting. Yeah, life is pain. But I'm afraid to die. I don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We fall apart. It's not our fault. We fall apart. Life is strange, but it's all we got. I don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. No, nobody knows. Nobody does. Nobody knows. No, nobody knows. Nobody does. Nobody knows. Don't know what I want. Know that I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. I know that I don't know what I want. No, nobody knows. Nobody does. Nobody knows. No, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And that's the song. Hi everyone. This is Emily 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!